Hey y'all, it's your girl Rai Rozay, and you are now tuned in to the Miseducation of Gen Z podcast. Class is in session. Hey guys, welcome back to the Miseducation of Gen Z, and today's guest is a true Harlem hustler who always knows how to make shit shake. We got Aaron in the building.
What's up, y'all?
You're so dry. How are you doing?
Fantastic. How about you?
I'm okay. So today, I'm very excited to have you on. I wanted to have you on for a minute. Today, I wanted to talk about what you filled out on your questionnaire. Do you remember how you filled that out? That was a minute ago.
It was. I don't remember.
Okay.
I remember the song I put. That's the only thing I remember.
Okay. So I'll ask you about that later. So on the questionnaire I sent you, you described your life right now as, quote, incomplete limbo.
Makes sense.
Well, first, can you walk me through what that means for you, and do you still feel that way today? Because that was a minute ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like a lot of the things you thought you wanted, a lot of the things you were working toward, a lot of the things you were doing. At some point, it starts to be like, does this even matter? Like, this is what I want to do. Am I still on this route? Do I still want to do this? You know? So it's just like incomplete limbo. Floating around, trying to figure out, should I continue on? Or should I take another route?
Do you feel like that still applies today, even though that was...
No, I've definitely gotten a lot more centered now.
Okay.
But still a little bit.
So what's changed since in between then and now?
I finally got my answer.
Your answer to...
Whether I want to continue on the path I was on or take another route.
Okay, period. So is this the season that you expected to be in? Like, is this how you envisioned your path going?
Absolutely not.
And how has it changed tremendously in a great way? Has it changed in just ways that are unexpected? Like,
great way, just because it was unexpected entirely, but I still view it. It didn't go in the way I wanted it to go, but I still view it in a great way just because of the... I like the roller coasters.
You like chaos.
A little bit. I like the because when I'm going through it and like I'm falling into the chaos, I'm just like, oh my god, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. But as soon as I hit rock bottom, I'm in the middle of it. I'm just like, okay, we here.
And we're gonna go back up anyway.
Yeah, and I'm just like, let's see what I'm capable of this time.
I love that. I like that a lot, actually. So, what has been the hardest part of getting to this part of your path?
Having a path set for me already in my mind, and then because the path I'm on right now, I didn't envision I would be on. It's completely different from what I thought I would be on, and so it's just like completely. How do I put it in words? It felt like destabilizing, you know? Like, it took a destabilizing path to get here. I really don't know how to, like, put it in better words than that. Like, you know, I'll put it in like a story. So, you know, you have something planned, you have a goal, you have something like that. And then the entire thing just goes downhill. And then you come out the other end, like, when you're in it, you're just like, as you're falling and you're realizing it's not going to go the way you're thinking, you're thinking this is like it feels like the worst thing on the planet. And then life continues on, as it always does, and you find yourself in an even better position. And you're just like, okay.
Alternate happy ending. I love that for you, though. I'm glad everything is seeming to work out. And speaking of working out, do you remember the name of the song that you put on the form?
Accepting my flaws.
Wrong.
I didn't put that?
No. You toxic nigga.
What did I put?
You put Let It All Work Out by Lil Wayne.
I guess that's what I'm feeling right now, you know?
You feel toxic right now?
No, I don't think that's a toxic song.
Accepting My Flaws by Future?
I don't think it's a toxic song. I think he's just accepting himself. He's just like, you know? I guess you could view it as like a toxic song, but I feel like he's just accepting himself. He's just like, stop trying to correct myself. Just be who you are, you know? You got some flaws, accept them.
yes, and it's a toxic ass song. He's talking about accept the shit that I do.
Yeah.
I'm accepting that I'm a toxic nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I'm accepting I do this to women. I'm accepting that this is how I remain to be and how I will be.
I mean, I don't view it as that.
Only a toxic nigga wouldn't view it as that.
No, I'm not saying I agree with his point of view. I'm just the in-depth part. I'm just saying like accepting my flaws, the idea of it, like just, you know, accepting the things that you know aren't perfect about you. So like,
okay.
I'm not perfect.
Your definition is still on theme, so I guess. But that's a...
You read them lyrics. You was looking deep into that song. Huh?
I used to play the fuck out of that song. That was my shit.
Who's a toxic one now?
I'm not toxic.
Yeah, so you can listen to that and not be toxic?
I don't listen to the song anymore.
You definitely said you used to, so you were toxic before.
When I was like 19.
You were toxic. Just admit the word. Just say it. Yes or no.
I don't think I was toxic at 19.
And I don't think I'm toxic now. Just saying.
I think you've grown. But,
so we're gonna agree to disagree about that.
Okay.
All right.
But moving on, you put Let It All Work Out by Lil Wayne on the form. What does that song mean to you, and how do you resonate with it?
That wasn't themed to what I was just saying before. It's just like, when things aren't going your way, just let it work out. And if life goes on, as bad as it seems in the moment, you'll make it. Wherever you're supposed to be, you'll make it.
Period.
So just like, just let it go. Just like, let it go. Sing what's the song? The Frozen song? Just let it go. Yeah. Let it all work out.
Okay. We love a Disney reference. Okay, period. You also mentioned that you were trying to focus more on the things you could control. Mm-hmm. What made you have that mindset shift?
Because before, I was focusing on the things that I can't control. I couldn't control. And still can't control. And, like, it made me more controlling and more volatile and feeling and more just unstable internally, externally, and just feeling, like, out of it.
So you trying to control everything made you feel more out of control than anything?
Me thinking that I had control over the things that I can't control.
Yeah, that is so real. I know someone that likes to say that I'm a bit of a control freak, but I don't consider myself a control freak, but I think that is something that I also had to learn. Like, I can't control people, I can't control actions, I can't control outcomes. Mm-hmm. And I definitely had a hard time coming to that realization.
Same.
Because if I could make shit go my way, I promise you shit would be my way every fucking day. But that's not the case, and that's not possible.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Where would life be if we had that control?
I think it'd be pretty great for me. I don't know about everybody else, but was there a specific moment though that made you realize like I gotta let this shit go? I can't control every and anything.
It was the moment where I kept looking at the pattern of where I would like when things were going my way. It'd be in times where I just wasn't trying to control things. Like I'd just be like, oh, whatever happens, happen, because I was my focus was on other things in life. Mm-hmm. So in those areas, it was working out. I'd just be like, oh, whatever. I'll just do what I got to do. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I just keep it pushing. And then it was also the pattern of the things I wanted to work and I worked hard at and I constantly tried to control the outcome. I saw the pattern of me not getting the outcome I wanted. It was like recognizing my own thinking. So, yeah. I sat down one day after a really big thing happened where I was trying to control something that I clearly can't control. And I was just like, why is it things work out in this area but not in this area? It's like, what's my thinking different? Like, what's my thought process differently in those when I'm engaging in those different tasks and goals? Mm-hmm. And it against me, and I was just like, all them things I've been hearing on Instagram and people saying, like, you got to focus on what you can control, and it all started to like hit me, and I started to understand all in that moment. I was just like, okay, I understand now. It took me a while. It took me a while, but I understand now.
When do you think you got fully comfortable with that idea of letting shit go?
I would say around Halloween of last year.
Like 2025?
Yeah.
That's pretty recent.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I was just like, let's just deal with it.
Is that when you realized you're okay with it, or did something happen that day and you just accepted it?
It was like it's all started on that day, but it took a while for me to come to the full realization.
Okay.
But I was messing with someone, and that person made it very clear that I wasn't in control of that relationship whatsoever. And then for some reason I was just like, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Like, let's just see where it goes. I know this is gonna end really badly for me, but let's see where it goes. And if it does, I just gotta accept it. It ended really badly for me. But you know, after I knew I had changed a lot, because after it ended badly for me, I was just like, I'm not mad. I'd do it again. In the middle of it hurting, I was just like, I'd do it again. Not for that person, but.
So you would go through the experience or the feelings?
The experience, the having that thought process. I definitely keep that thought process now. I would go through that experience again, not with the same person, but with someone else.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Good for you. You know what that's called?
No, enlighten me.
Growth, y'all.
So in the past, how have you handled stressful situations that you felt were not in your control?
It was different depending on how emotionally attached I was to the situation. As I said before, if I was really attached to it, I'd usually always double down, try to figure out a solution.
And now, do you just say, shit happens, it happens?
Yeah, I'm just like, move on, you know? Don't get me wrong, I slip up from time to time, and I find myself caring, like, I would say I always care about it, but I find myself trying to, like, control the outcome from time to time. And, like, I'll slip into this, like, tunnel vision emotionally. And I just got to take a step back. And then somewhere in there, I'll take a step back and I'll go, all right, let it go. You know from prior... I'm dying. You know from prior experiences that success mostly comes from when you let it go. I'm just like, okay.
Do you feel that it's necessary to let go emotionally to let go of a situation completely?
Okay, let go might not be the right words for it. I feel like accepting that it won't go in your way.
Okay.
Because you can't let go or else you just won't do it. You just won't care. I feel like letting go is like also saying you just don't care. But the correct words I would say is like, usually my thought process is just like, I'll think about the goal I want. I'm just like, you just gotta be okay with it not coming out that way at all, failing completely, failing worse than you think. I'm just like, so long as once I accept that, I work so much better.
I like that. 'Cause I feel like a lot of people, including myself, feel the need to not care about situations in order to let them go, which I really think is just a form of suppressing our true feelings and makes things take longer to let go of, or not let go, but to move on from. Do you think you tend to suppress your own feelings in trying to move on from certain situations or circumstances?
Definitely. Just like everybody else, you know, I'm human. But yeah, I definitely suppress my feelings, or like I'll try to find like a logical reason to explain it just to make it easier for me to just move on.
Do you find that reasoning with yourself, even if you're not 100% sure if that reason is the reason why things are playing out the way they are, does that bring you comfort or?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It don't have to be 100%, so long as I just gotta keep telling myself it to believe it.
Okay.
You know, you just gotta, like...
Be delusional?
A little sometimes, you know?
Okay.
You just gotta, like, learn that, you know, there's some advantages to being delusional.
Okay.
I would say most of us take it to the extreme, but...
In what way? Why
like,
are you looking at me like that?
like, because I'm looking at you like, come on, you know what I'm talking about. But you want to elaborate, so we're gonna elaborate. Like, in relationships and seeing things that aren't there, on regular friendships, they're just like, oh, this person, this is random actually. Oh, this person, they don't want to be my friend anymore because they did this, and I'm just like, you're living in your own mind right now. You gotta recognize that, like, everybody got their own life now. Probably had nothing to do with you.
Real shit.
But most of us be delusional, so we take things personally. And we see things that aren't there. Like, oh, they did this, they did that. And they're like, that is not what happened at all.
Despite feeling in limbo, I feel like you're one of the hardest working people that I know. You keep a job on you for sure. You always have multiple streams of income somehow coming in. What motivates you and what keeps you pushing?
I feel like I just want something, you know? Constantly just want something. I can't think of like one time in my life, maybe a few, but very few times in my life where I just had no goal I was working toward or nothing in my head that I didn't want. And it was always like a curse and a blessing because always my goals are like orders of magnitude from the position I'm in the moment. But like at the same time, it hurts.
What the fuck? Sorry. I thought a hurricane was happening. That's scary.
I completely forgot the question. What happened?
You said it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, because it's like I'm always working towards something. And like the reason why, just like, I don't know, just like I feel weird. Like I feel like empty if I'm not working towards something. You know what I mean? And so like, it's always something pulling me. Why? I really don't know. We could think about it all we want, or I could think about it all I want, but like, I just don't know. There's always something that gotta be pulling me. And in them times where I didn't have anything pulling me, I just felt like I was also in limbo, but like a bad limbo. I felt like I was just there. I was just like, something inside me was like burning every time there was nothing for me to run toward. Something was like burning, and it felt like the longer it burned, like the worse the situations would get, the worse everything would get. And I'm just like, I gotta find something.
So do you work towards finding a goal when you feel like that?
They usually come to me.
Okay.
Random. Usually just come to me. I'll be walking around. You know me, I love cityscape, you know. I love Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, skyline. I love cityscape. So sometimes I'll just like walk around and just be listening to music, looking up at the buildings, and something will come to me. Always. Or what usually happens sometimes is while I'm working on something else, another idea will come to me, and when that original thing stops working, I got something to pick up on right after.
Do you write your ideas down?
No, sometimes they just stay. I don't write them down though.
You just remember everything?
Yeah, they just stay.
I love
There's so
that
much
for
emotional weight attached to them that it doesn't take much for me to remember them.
So you've also mentioned that you want to become a more effective person.
Did I really say that?
You did really say that.
Okay.
I didn't want to put words in your mouth and assume you meant maybe efficient.
No, effective.
Okay.
Efficient comes after effectiveness. You got to learn how to do it first before you can learn how to do it better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So why'd you question if you wrote effective?
I was questioning if I wrote that at all, not just the word.
You questioned if you wrote your response?
Yeah, I was like, did I say that? Really?
You must be in a completely different headspace from when
Yeah.
you filled this out.
Yeah.
That's good though.
I guess it's pretty unstable though. I feel like to be
No.
constantly changing.
I
It's
don't
pretty
think
unstable.
I don't think it's unstable. We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to change. People die if they stay in the same place.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to evolve. This was a few months ago. I can't even think of the date. But that means you've grown a lot as a person in those X, Y, and Z amount of months.
Growing hurts.
It does hurt. It does hurt. That's why they're called growing pains. But
Okay, my bad.
that is why they're called growing pains.
I agree.
Though.
That's why I was like, you got that.
Yeah, it does hurt. What do you think in the last few months has been one of your growing pains? Can you name a growing pain for us?
Constantly just changing where I see myself 3 months from now. You know, a month from now. Cause like I'm always like recently I've been doing some like a lot of work in a bunch of different areas where I've been getting a lot of success at them, but also a lot of failure at them. And it's like, I don't know if like in the next month or the next 3 months I'm gonna be here, or I don't know if I'm gonna be there. It's just like, I don't know, it could go either way at this point.
Do you plan your years out in quarters?
Yes,
So do you have goals for each quarter?
of course.
And how do you document your progress within each goal?
Well, so I always like, when I picture a goal, I picture also the end state. Like give me some give me some traits or like things about the goal. Once the goal is realized, what would the world look like to you? What would the situation look like? Think about the end state. And then I write that down. And I'm like, that's where I want to be in 3 months.
You know that's manifestation? Did you know that?
I thought about it in a different way. I thought about it just like
That's literally what manifestation is.
yeah, okay, yeah, now that you say it, yeah.
Do you find doing that helps you complete your goals?
No, it's just more like a North Star for me.
Okay.
It lets me know how close I am to my goals. Because one thing I learned, I don't blindly follow my goals anymore.
Why?
Because sometimes you have a goal and you think you can reach your goal, and because when you make a goal, you obviously assume everything's gonna go right, and you're assuming that it's gonna work, and you're making a lot of assumptions. And I've learned that sometimes those assumptions that have to be true in order to reach the goal aren't even possible.
Yeah.
Aren't for you right now, aren't possible, so on and so forth. And so I try to write down those assumptions. And like, if I realize that like, this is the goal, but this has to be true in order for that goal to be realized, I can't accomplish this right now because I don't have the right capabilities, or it's just simply not possible, I walk away. And learning that, it was like, I'd say, one of my biggest lessons in life.
Do you feel that becoming an effective person these past few months has been difficult? How have you found that?
Weirdly enough, I found being effective stabilizing. Because before, like I said before, I judged my effectiveness on whether I reach my goals. And now I judge my effectiveness based on the rules I set in place, the strategies, the processes, things that I can control.
Yeah.
And so focusing on that, which I take as being effective, I take being effective not as like the outcome, but as how disciplined I can be in sticking to the process, doing what I gotta do, just following it, walking away when I don't want to. Like, one of the craziest feelings I've ever experienced in my life was when I had every feeling like I was doing something, and like everything in my body told me to do something else different from the process and the strategy I had put in place. It was like, you should do this instead, you should do this instead, you should do this instead. And in that moment, actions got separated from my feelings, and I did the strategy instead. And for like the first few days, I felt so, because it didn't work out in the way I wanted it to. And I was like, oh, I should have just did it. I should have just followed my feelings. Basically, I was like, I should have just followed my feelings. I should have just followed my feelings. And then like maybe like 5 days later, 6 days later, and I was just like, no, you did the right thing. I was like, that's when I started to feel effective. I felt like I had more control. I started to feel like stabilized,
Okay.
you know? That's what I mean by effective, okay?
Okay.
Because I feel like when you think about effectiveness, you think about how well does somebody reach the goal.
Yes.
But I think about it as like how disciplined are you in your process and your strategy and the things you had to do to get like the, obviously you have things I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. How, I'm looking for the right word, man.
Take your time.
How reliable, it's not the right word I'm looking for, but we'll just use that. How reliable were you in your pursuit?
Reliable as in
Sticking,
being able to rely on yourself.
yeah, like believing in like
So holding yourself more so accountable and
not falling victim to emotional swings. So like
not letting outside distractions
Yeah.
get to you. Okay.
them things, I feel like, I don't know, I think most people fail at a lot of things because of like they lack the ability to like separate their feelings from their actions. And I think that just because that was me for a really long time. And so once I finally started to separate it, things just started to like work out a lot better. And I was just like, I wish I had known this before.
Can you tell me some of the habits you had to learn that were no longer benefiting you and trying to become this most effective person, this most effective version of yourself?
I'm not there yet, but one of the habits that I had to get rid of, weirdly enough, I had to start sleeping better.
Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts like I had to start sleeping better, eating better, and just managing my time better. Like once I got rid of like, cause before whenever I had something going on and that urgency feeling hit, the first thing I let go was like, okay, I just won't sleep. I'll just do what I gotta do and I'll just like knock out sleep. I'll do sleep another time.
Yeah.
And after sleep, if I still didn't have enough time, I'll be like, okay, I just won't eat. I'm looking like that.
I mean, no, that's real. I mean, I've done it. I still do it sometimes. I just had to stop myself from doing that yesterday.
Yeah.
I was gonna stay up, and I decided I'll just go to sleep and get at least 7 hours and wake up early and
Do what you gotta do.
do what I gotta do.
And it's like, even if, in my mind, in those situations, like even if in the end I don't get what I needed to get done, I still got in the sleep I needed. Cause shit, I'm dying.
Do you want to get water?
Yeah. No, I'm good now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive.
We're about to take a break in like 2 minutes. You want to finish the sentence, then get your water?
Yeah, just don't remind me what I was saying.
You said you realized
You don't even
when
remember.
you got the sleep that you needed.
Yeah. So that's what the biggest habits I let go is like whenever like a situation would like come to me and I needed to put time into it, I'd always just start letting myself go basically. Like letting go of my own personal needs just to like reach that goal or do what I gotta do. And now I start to prioritize basically my body. Eating, sleeping, sticking to like the things that matter at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can't complete your goals if you don't take care of yourself anyway.
Yeah. I had to learn that the hard way.
Okay, so right now I want to play a game with you if you're up for that.
Always down for it. Could we add something to it?
Add what?
Alcohol?
I don't have that.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. Games are always better with alcohol, but okay.
They are always better with alcohol, but When I get my Patreon, we could play games like that. So, the name of the game is Freak the Freak Out. So, I'm going to describe a scenario for you, and you're going to tell me whether you would freak the freak out or let it rock.
Okay.
Okay?
It's not what I imagined what it was at the beginning, but continue. Exactly what you thought I was thinking. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, freak as in...
Now, I know now. My mind just went somewhere else initially.
Get it out the gutter.
I was born there.
Okay. So scenario 1, you wake up 2 hours late and you have plans to meet up with your friends in 10 minutes. Are you freaking the freak out or are you letting it rock?
I'm just like, at this point, you gotta accept it. Letting it rock.
Okay, for you. You're headed to a first date with a girl and upon entering the restaurant, your pants rip. Are you freaking the freak out or are you letting it rock?
Damn. First date?
It's a first date. Like, soon as you walk through the doorway, your pants rip. Like, SpongeBob, like, down the crotch.
Bad?
Yeah.
Can't hide it?
No.
We gonna make a joke out of it. See how she reacts.
Okay.
I'll stay if she gives a good reaction. If not, I'm like, you gotta do this again.
You can see a friend making a life-altering decision that you feel is terrible. Freak the freak out or let it rock.
I'm letting it rock.
Okay. You realize that you accidentally sent a risque text to the wrong person 20 minutes after the fact.
Godly. It depends on who it is. Who got the risky text by an accident?
Say the girl has the same name as your sister.
Okay. We wouldn't even get that far.
Why?
I'm not gonna. We wouldn't even get that far. We wouldn't even get that far.
Okay, but just say it's your sister.
Oh God. Damn. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. Definitely.
How are you gonna make up for that?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't be able to look at her for a while.
Your boss is yelling at you for something you did not do. Freak the freak out or let it rock.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna let her rock.
Okay. And it's the last one. Did you hear that?
No.
Okay.
What'd you hear?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Someone texts you, I have to tell you something, then disappears for 6 hours.
I'm doing the same thing back to them.
What?
Don't ever do that.
A different day?
No. As soon as I like, okay, what? 6 hours go by, they finally text back. I'm like, oh wait, I forgot. I gotta tell you something too.
You're
And
petty.
bro, come on, don't do that. That's messed up.
What if they just forgot to text you? Or what if they didn't press send? You don't do that?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah. Just consequences, whether it was an accident or not.
Consequences for an accident?
Yeah. When we get into accidents, do we not like still have to deal with the consequences?
I don't think this is a consequence that requires
you stressed me out for 6 hours. You stressed me out.
Why
for 6
are you
hours.
stressed out?
Hey, we gotta talk. Depending on who it came from, it's 10 times the stress too.
So you're freaking out?
No, I'm freaking out. I'm not. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out every time.
Okay, so before we go, I do want to ask you, what is something you are learning, unlearning, or relearning when it comes to trusting the process and yourself?
I'm still learning to trust the process. That's the first thing. I'm still learning to trust the process. Because in the moments where, like, I don't know if you know what I mean, but, like, there's some times where when you're in it, everything just, like, all the thoughts, everything you was thinking about, all the smart things you're going to do, it just goes out the window. And it's just, like, in the moments I'm still trying to find myself in them really, really highly emotionally aroused moments to find the light, to remember, take a step back. What was the other question? What was the other part of that question?
It's learn, unlearn, relearn.
I'm still learning to trust the process.
Yes.
Unlearning what? My mind is scrambled eggs right now. I'm sorry.
Unlearning is like.
No, I'm saying unlearning what in that.
Unlearning
context?
anything in that process. So like, are you unlearning anything while trusting the process or learning to trust yourself? Because you talked about trusting the process. I mean, you don't have to answer all three parts. Some people just like to answer all three parts.
I'm trying to unlearn to. Man, I don't know.
It's okay. Is there anything that you're learning again?
No. Everything's just new. I kind of love it though, you know? I feel like them bad traits, well, I don't think it's a bad trait, but that like liking the, as you put it, the chaos to a certain extent, it's kind of like, sometimes it's not always a good thing, you know?
So you're learning that you shouldn't like chaos?
No. I still don't think it's a bad thing, but I shouldn't think that it's fully a good thing, you know? Like everything else, there's nuance to it.
What's intriguing to you about chaos?
The adrenaline rushes, that's all it is. Just like the uncertainty, like not knowing what's gonna happen, how things are gonna turn out. That uncertainty, like it scares me, and then it's like, let's go see where this could go, you know?
Yeah,
it can sound impulsive. I bet it sounds impulsive.
It doesn't sound impulsive. I get it, because it's like, this could be really exciting. This could go really left, but I still want to see where it's going.
I don't know. It's just like in that moment, just like, I don't know. I just want to do it. I'm just like, let's do it. Let's see how it goes. And then it goes bad. I'm just like, let's never do that again. And then it goes good. I'm like, see, I knew it would go this way.
So are you always down to try new things?
There's some things that like are hard to know.
Like what?
I don't know, but I can tell you right now. If you give me some things, I can tell you right now. If it's a hard no, like something I'm just not willing to try out. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Give me something based on how much you know me. Give me something you know I'd say no to. I'm always down to bar, you know.
I wasn't gonna bring that up.
It's crazy because I don't even drink that much. They swear I drink a lot. I swear I don't. I drink like, I have like, maybe like.
You want to tell these people your business?
7 times a quarter. I have like a drinking night.
That's a blood clot lie. What are you talking about?
I'm so serious. She just happens to be there.
Every time? No, I'm not.
Like 50% of the times. So like to her, all she sees is me drinking, you know?
I don't drink that often.
7 times a quarter.
No, I do not.
7 days out of every 90 days, you don't drink.
I do not.
So just because it's more than you, I'm an alcoholic. Or I drink a lot. Alcoholic is crazy. I drink a lot.
You do drink a lot.
I just drink it really intensely because I don't drink that much.
That doesn't mean you need to overindulge every time you drink.
It's like, I don't do this often. So let's just have the most fun out of possible, you know? It makes sense?
I mean, it made sense when I was 19. Now, no.
Feels like I'm living your 19-year-old life.
I love that for you. I love it for you. As always, you guys know I always have a question for y'all. So today's question is, what's an area in your life where you're learning to relinquish control? Comment down below wherever you're listening or watching.
Ooh, I love that.
You guys can always DM me. My DMs are always open for y'all. And if you feel comfortable enough, you guys can share it on your story so I can post it. So, Aaron, I want to thank you so much for coming today.
Anytime.
It was a ball. It was definitely a moment. Do you want the people to know where they can find you on social media, or do you want to keep that shit to yourself?
No. Tag me.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So tell the people what your Instagram is.
Oh. Yeah, just tag me because I kind of forgot.
Okay. It's...
Oh, you know my Instagram handle?
I do know it.
Of course you do.
It's @_King Aaron.
Oh, it's 2 underscores.
There you go. __.
That's what I was forgetting. That's
King
why I didn't
Aaron.
say it. I was like, I'm missing something.
Okay, well there you go. That's where the people can find King Aaron. Okay. As always, you guys can keep up with me at Rai Rozay. That's with 2 I's and 2 Y's, and follow the podcast at TMOGZ Podcast. We're coming at you every other Tuesday, so not next Tuesday, but the Tuesday after. #TMOGZ Tuesday. And yeah, I want to thank you again so much for coming on the show today, Aaron, and thank y'all for rocking with me always. And I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Say bye, Aaron.
No, leave them. No, I'm playing. We gotta do this over again because I was in the background just tweaking.
Oh, that was a good take.
That was a very good take. Like, what?
Just do that one. That's a funny way to end.
I was moving around so much. I realized I was moving around so much. I was like, I gotta stop.
Tell the that you said bye.
Bye, y'all.